and that is community. Community. I'm going back home. I'm sacrificing on safety and quality of living to get back that sense of community, because for at least the last year, I haven't had that sense of community. And let me tell you, you feel lost. Oh my word, do you feel lost? So, moral of the story. Thursday has arrived, folks. I am just about to head off to work. I went for a run this morning. What a beautiful morning it was. As I always say, you never regret showing up. You only regret not showing up. So it can only be a good day. On the agenda is nothing spectacular. I have work, of course I do, and then I'll just take it as it comes, I guess. Nothing spectacular, nothing too crazy, and nothing to be concerned about, which is a blessing. It is 7:15. I'm just about to head off to work, so let's get amongst it. Thursday was a good one, folks. I just arrived home, 6:15, and I had a bit of a weird interaction in the bus, in all honesty, and I didn't know what I was going to talk about tonight, but that is the perfect thing for me to talk about now. Now, I saw this person in the bus that I know from church, and it was a wee bit awkward for me because I haven't been going to church for a while. And I told him in the bus for no apparent reason. Like, I'm doing well. It's not like I'm going through stuff at the moment. Well, I am, but I'm doing well in terms of my faith, and I just haven't been going to church, and I couldn't really give him a proper reason as to why, in all honesty. Now, having sat on it for a bit and reflecting on the reasons why, I think it comes down to something I discussed in one of my previous videos, and that is community. Community. Listen, I am today sat where I literally dreamt of being for the last 4 years almost. I am literally sat in the very place, in the very position that I wished I could be for the past 4 years. And I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling like I belong, and I'm just not feeling like this is my place. All right? Now, this is nothing against the place. It is all about the community. See, I've realized in the last few years, having achieved what I've set out to achieve for a few years in a row, in terms of location at least, that the location, the dream location, is worth nothing if you can't share it with the right people. And that sense of community is so irreplaceable that no matter the amount of wow factor and lights and beautiful buildings and beautiful nature and beautiful scenery, no amount of that and top tier living can replace that sense of community. Listen, this is coming from someone from South Africa, and I left South Africa for several reasons, one of it being quality of life and safety, health and safety concerns, right? And so you would think anything is better than fearing for your safety back home. But you know what? I'm going back home. I'm sacrificing on safety, health and safety, and quality of living to get back that sense of community. Because for at least the last year, I haven't had that sense of community. And let me tell you, you feel lost. Oh my word, do you feel lost? You feel lost. You start seeing that overflowing into other areas of your life. You can't strive and be as consistent as you want to be if your headspace isn't where you need it to be. And you show up differently at work. You can't show up the person who you know you are if you're not quite there. If that sense of community isn't quite there. So this is not a pity fest. This is actually me trying to invoke confidence in you that you don't need all the shiny lights and the fancy cars and the scenery and the wildlife. And you don't need the stuff that you think you need. You need the stuff that you may be looking past right here and right now. I know that because I am talking to past me. I'm quite literally addressing myself 3 years ago, and I'm telling him that I appreciate the ambition, but it was misguided. You were misguided. The lure of the job titles and career advancement and a safe life and all of that, I can understand how that may have tricked you and fooled you back then. But being on the other side, I can tell you that even more important than a good life, a safe life, a first world life, even more important than all of that is a sense of belonging and a sense of connection. And there's no artificial way to get that. There's no buying that. There's no amount of scenery that's going to give you that. Nothing. Now, there is most definitely successful stories of people migrating and fitting into the culture and taking the culture as their own and all of that. And that is definitely possible. I wish that could be me. It is not. I don't see that happening. And I haven't migrated into the society enough for me to stay here. So, moral of the story. I'm in my dream location, but even your dream location isn't all that it is made out to be if you can't share it with the right people. The actual dream location is that place where you feel truly at home, where you can make inside jokes and the people understand it, where you can decompress without any concern whether this person is out for your best interest or not. That place where you genuinely just feel like you belong. That is where you want to be. Not in a fancy place with a fancy title and fancy scenery and all of that. Anyways, this is a very personal one, but this is a video for past me and for future me. Listen, I'm going to go back and you be sure I will start taking for granted what I have at that future time. I will probably take my family for granted once again, right? But sitting here now, I can tell you, future Deshaun, count your blessings, mate. Count your freaking blessings. Anyways, adios, people. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.